Across all the lands of HermitCraft, life continues in abundance. Oh, how quickly the living forget those now gone and buried. The Reaper haunts their dreams, always watching. But why do the Warmbloods still not fear their own shadows? Perhaps it is time for a stronger message, for a symbol that no one is safe. And upon their castles and fortresses in the sky shall be hung the flag of their own demise. Will their souls fear him now? The mark of the Reaper is upon them all.
Whoa, mighty spooky out here. Why did I come in the night? That's just the most stupid idea ever. Go to a graveyard in the nighttime, man. Trying to make a deal with the devil. Devil dog? Wait here. Grimdog's crypt. Hello!
Halt!
Whoa!
Who goes there? Who dares enter the crypt of the Grimdog?
Yo, what happened to your voice, man? Are you sore? All good with you, man?
Everything is fine. It's a bit cold down here.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'm fine.
Holy, what is going on here? Like, this is quite a peculiar taste you have lately
Your
with your...
very alive presence offends me, Warmblood.
Oh, okay.
What do you want here? Why have you come to disturb me in my deathly rest?
Well, I don't know if you heard, but we got this little game going on, Demise. Lots of diamonds on the line. You know, I got 50 in there and I want to make a ton of them.
I don't want to talk about it. It's a sore spot.
Yeah, but you know, I heard you playing a kind of a role in that thing, so I thought, why not come to my old buddy ReNDoG, you know, and ask for a deal. Listen, man.
A deal?
Yeah, let me stay alive, help me out, win this thing. Half of the diamonds are yours. Bling blang, you know. You could pimp this place up. Look at it. It's quite run down. I mean, you need some diamonds.
Silence, Warmblood! Your earthly possessions mean nothing to me. The only thing that matters for me right now, Doc, are souls of the living.
Souls, you say? Of the living, you say? So, okay, if I bring you a soul, you spare me and help me win this thing.
Now that is a deal that I can get behind, Mr. Doc. In fact, I have drafted a contract for this exact moment.
Oh, really?
Indeed.
Wow. Okay.
I am willing to make a deal with you, Doc. A soul for a soul. As long as you sign this contract in your blood.
Wait, I'm trying to concentrate here. Reading. Return Grimdog skin something. Haha. What? Signed? Okay. I'll sign it.
Excellent. Bring me a fresh soul, and you shall be spared. And
Okay.
if you could also maybe bring me some
building materials. This place needs a little bit of work, really. It's looking a little
Hey, wait.
yeah,
What's that in the fine print?
cold and stuff, and
Okay, I'm out of here.
Yeah, really, I mean, this.
Greetings, Cyberdogs and citizens of the Interbubs. This is Grimdog coming at ya in another Minecraft episode from the HermitCraft server. We're kicking things off today, my friends, from the foot of a freshly dug grave over here at Grimdog's crypt. I am very pleased to announce that another hermit has perished in the game of Demise. It's little Jevon. Oh, look at him, looking so cute, and he's actually starting to smell right now, man. His corpse has been in there for a couple of days now, and it's getting pungent around here. Unfortunately, it wasn't the Grimdog that killed him. Jevon killed himself, the derp. But that is another head that we get to add into the graveyard, and slowly but surely, the grey skins are making their way through all of these filthy warm bloods. And it pleases the Grimdog greatly. In other great news from the land of the dead, I just struck up a deal with DocM77. It's an infernal contract and it states, I, DocM77, agree to deliver a living soul to Grimdog in the form of a head obtained from demising a living hermit. In return, Grimdog and the Greyskins will never attempt to demise Doc, Addendum B14C. Signed by Grimdog, aka Death Incarnate, and Doc77, a filthy warmblood. That of course means that we've now employed DocM77 to do some of the dirty work for us, and that is going to make me feel a little bit better, because I do feel kind of bad about killing my fellow hermits. Well, not really that bad, but very much looking forward to see how Doc demises one of the hermits on the server. It's gonna be glorious.
A soul for a soul. An excellent bargain, if you ask me.
And the good news of death from the crypt doesn't stop there, my friends. As you saw from the introduction of this video, I placed the mark of death above a whole bunch of hermits' bases. And if they've got one of these flags hanging above their base, that means the Reaper is watching them and their demise is imminent. Also, we've got a brand new neighbor that's moved into the graveyard here, guys. Stressmonster 101, of course, died last week with me in the Demise game, and she set up her own very cute little crypt over here. We're going to be getting together with Stress a little bit later in this episode and setting up potentially the most deadly and terrifying trap the HermitCraft server has ever seen. It's going to be absolutely insanely epic, my dudes. You want to stick around for that? But we've got a little bit of trapping work to do ourselves in today's episode, guys. I've been working very hard this week on designing a few death traps that I would like to install here on the HermitCraft server, starting with one of the most popular shops currently in the shopping district. That is, of course, our own shop, the Log Shop. Everybody needs wood on this server, and that means we've got a lot of warm bloods going in and out of the Log Shop, and I can't think of a better place to set up a very dangerous and deadly trap to hopefully start getting a few more dead people in the graveyard. Because seriously, guys, it's getting a little bit lonely out there. You know, the crypt's really cold. I need to hold someone at night, man. And honestly, I just need a hug. I'm losing my mind in the game of Demise, man. Now, even though our warm blood friend Jevin died on the server this week, let's be honest, my friends, there's not enough death going on the server right now for my liking. Let's do something about that, shall we? So here we are back on my creative test world, and I've spent a bit of time this week coming up with two very deadly traps that we're going to be installing into the shopping district of the HermitCraft server. The first trap is a pufferfish bomb that we're going to be installing into Big Logs Incorporated, and the second trap involves a bit of TNT. But let's talk about pufferfish first. Now, as the weeks of Demise are progressing, hermits are becoming more and more suspicious when it comes to traps on the server, and most of them are walking around with the Totem of Undying. That means we need to figure out a way to kill a hermit twice. And pufferfish do a very, very good job of that. Okay, so here's how this pufferfish trap is going to work, guys. We're going to set up a trigger in our log shop. It's going to be a chest or a pressure plate or something like that. And when the hermit triggers the trap, we're going to unload a ridiculous amount of pufferfish all over them. Now, the good thing about pufferfish, of course, is that they will kill the player very quickly. They do a ridiculous amount of damage. As you can see, we're getting bounced around like crazy. There goes the totem. And we should die once again here eventually. Yep, there we go. As far as the effectiveness of this trap goes, guys, I estimate we have maybe a 50% chance to demise a hermit using pufferfish. They can, of course, react and use their elytra or take their sword out to kill the pufferfish, but it's going to be a pretty sweet trap nonetheless.
Hermits, tread carefully, my friends.
Welcome back, Cyberdogs, to the shopping district, where I have spent the majority of my afternoon installing a rather deadly pufferfish trap into Big Logs Incorporated. We're now ready to test this thing out before we get it rigged up with pufferfish, guys. I've actually loaded the trap with some cod and some normal fish so that we don't die in our own trap. But as you can see, I've done a great job of hiding all the redstone underneath the floor and in the walls of the log shop, and the pufferfish are going to be coming out of this position here and right above you as you come into the log shop. So the idea is, as you walk in, pufferfish drop on you from above and pufferfish fly at you from in front of you. And, well, I've also installed this glass thing on top of the log shop so that you cannot use your elytra to get out of this giant fish bowl, I guess. And of course, we want to get the hermits trapped down there with all of those puffer fish so that they can get killed twice. Now, another very important part of this trap is to ensure that the hermit cannot actually get out once they've gone in. And we're going to be using an iron door for this, right? We've got a pressure plate on the outside, but with no pressure plate or button on this side, they won't be able to get out, and all of those pufferfish should be raining on top of them in this position over here. They're going to be panicking around here and dying, hopefully. Well, that is the plan. There's one last pressure plate we need to add, though, and that is on this block over here. Beneath this block is all of the redstone that will actually trigger both of the traps here, and if we get the pressure plate down, we could probably give the sucker a spin. Okay, it's the moment of truth. Pressure plates are in, the fish are primed in the traps. Let's have a look if this thing is actually going to work. I'm a hermit, I need logs. I'm going to come to Big Logs Incorporated. Oh my goodness, walked over the pressure plate. Whole bunch of stuff is happening. Oh, here come the pufferfish from the front. Yes, that worked really well. I guess they didn't really work well here. No, they're coming now. Okay, so there was a little bit of a delay going on there. Oh, it's because it looks like the pressure plate is getting triggered over and over again by the fish landing on it. That's not ideal. Oh my goodness, guys, making traps in survival is so ridiculously hard, especially when there's redstone involved and you have a brain like the ReNDoG. However, it's usually the simplest solution that is the easiest one, guys, and it turns out all we need to do is move our pressure plate one block forward. This pressure plate is supposed to trigger this piston and that piston up there, but in the first test, the water was actually re-triggering the pressure plates, which was kind of wrecking the entire trap. So now that we've done it this way, we should go over the pressure plate. We should see a trigger of that piston over there. Yes, perfect. The block has been retracted so the water can come down. And yes, the piston has retracted on that side too, and the water is flooding down from the top. There we go. It works, guys. Let's get this cleaned up and this trap rigged. At this rate, this trap's going to kill us before it does a hermit. One last step to go before death, my friends, and it's the most dangerous part. Now that the redstone is in place, we need to get the pufferfish in position. And unfortunately, pufferfish have a tendency to attack you when you get close to them, so we're going to have to do this at a range. And yes, it took me a ridiculously long time to collect all these pufferfish, guys, so I really hope that this trap works. And the last pufferfish is going in. That's 13 pufferfish in each trap, guys, and we need to get as far away from them as possible. We do not want them to trigger themselves, or they will die. I think one actually just died in there, but that's going to leave 12 pufferfish in here, 13 pufferfish up there, and if that is not enough pufferfish action to kill a hermit, my friends, I don't know what more the Reaper can do. Let's be honest here. Oh yeah, baby, I made it out of my own trap alive, guys. That's quite an achievement for the ReNDoG, let me tell you. I have died to pufferfish a lot off camera making this trap. I don't want to talk about it. Let's get the final piece of the puzzle installed. There's the pressure plate to trigger the entire trap. Here is the iron door to trap the hermits inside. And now all we do is sit back and wait for a customer to come and get some logs and potentially find themselves in a graveyard.
With the Reaper.
Well, Cyberdogs, I gotta say, I do love me a bit of deathly progress in the morning. The log shop is now rigged and ready to take the life of one of these warm blood hermits, and that means we can move on to another trap in today's episode. And this time, we're going to be setting up something very spicy right here outside of iTrade. I was on the server yesterday morning trying to figure out what sort of traps we could build, and I had an amazing epiphany. This portal over here is one of the most popular portals that gets used on the server. This is one of the main portals that brings people from all over the server back into the shopping district. And I reckon if we could find a way to kill a hermit when they come through this portal from the Nether hub, we are going to be cooking with some deathly gas, if you know what I'm saying. This is going to be quite a complicated trap to set up though, so I'm going to need a little bit of help with this one. And luckily, well, unfortunately for my lovely friend Stressmonster 101, she also died last week. So let's get together with Stress and see if we can rig the jazz out of this portal and get another frag under our belts.
Greetings, Stressmonster 101. Welcome to the crypts.
Well, welcome to my crypt, Ren the dog.
I like what you've done with the place.
Thank you.
It's beautiful.
I decorated it with my head. It's a little bit different to your grave. You know,
Yeah.
I had to put the magenta on top and such.
It's a bit more modern.
yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
What?
You and Azuma are in my crypt as well. I felt bad because I've put all the alive people over here, all
Yeah.
right? And then I
Yeah.
felt bad because you and Azuma's heads were left out, and I thought, oh, where do I put them? And I put
Yeah. Well, it is lonely being dead, so it's nice having a couple of friends in your tomb.
yeah.
I must say though, this amount of warm blood, it, you know,
It displeases the Reaper. Stressmonster.
I'm not surprised. We need to get some more of these heads
yeah.
upstairs in those graves, right?
Yes. Well, I've got a plan, and I kind of need your help today. You know, we were the first 2 to die on the server, and I think it's only
Yeah.
right that we have our revenge on these flesh bags. You know?
Oh my god. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
way to describe them, I suppose.
And, you know, we got graves here with all of the living hermits still alive.
We need to wreck all of these lives, Stressmonster 101.
I'm excited. Is that bad? Oh wow, that's very dramatic.
So, I've been working all day and night. Well, actually, I don't work in the day. My skin is actually sizzling right now. But,
Oh my god.
yeah. I've been working on a
Okay.
little something in the undead death trap test zone. Okay?
Oh, I love the name. Okay.
Yeah. It's the official term of
excited.
it.
Oh, ooh.
Our traps are going to be tested in the swamp, though, because, you know, this is where corpses like to test redstone, you know?
The soggy place of the swamp.
Yeah, we are rotten after all.
Exactly.
And I have got a very sneaky plan, Stress. A very sneaky plan indeed.
I do love a sneaky plan. Go on, what is it?
So, a question for you, okay?
Alright. Yeah.
What is the most often used thing on a Minecraft server when it comes to transporting oneself around the place?
Elytra?
Yes, that's actually true. Okay, what is the second most used thing when transporting yourself around a Minecraft server?
Portals?
Yes!
Netherportal, Stressmonster 101.
So, what if
So,
we rigged a nether portal to kill a hermit when they go through it? Right? That's
I
my
love
plan.
the how
Yes.
how do you do that though?
Okay,
Like,
so check it out.
Okay.
I've been
yeah,
doing
yeah.
some testing. I've been doing some figuring out. So these 2 blocks over here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be the nether portal. Actually, do you have any ice on you or something? Ice Queen?
Always.
Okay,
I've
all right,
always got
yeah.
acid. Oh, man,
Okay,
you broke
jeez.
it, did it?
We broke it. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. Don't panic. Okay.
Okay. Oh.
That is the nether portal.
Boo-boos.
Oh no. Okay, hold on. Let's do a bit of this action. Okay, good. Why are we doing redstone? Oh, wait, hold on. There's a block. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got this.
Oh, you plonker. Right.
Okay,
You're
okay.
on the portal.
Yes, go down into the swamp. Go down. No, okay, good.
I do love that we're teamed up here, Red.
Yes,
like, this
is this is not going well, is it? Okay, go stand over there at the
perfectly
swamp.
well. Okay, all right.
So you
all
can
right,
see it in
I'm here.
action. Okay, cool. You ready?
Yes.
You ready? Okay, so
Right, yes.
we're a hermit. Oh, okay, ignore that. We're a hermit. We are flying around. We want to use a nether portal. We come into the nether portal in the nether hub, right? Oh, everything's fine. It's a nether portal. I'm just going to go, I don't know, to iTrade to buy some books. Oh, noes! I fell through a trap. I want to use my elytra to get out. I can't. There's trapdoors above. There's death below.
And that, Stressmonster, is how we're going to kill our first victim together.
It sounds absolutely perfect.
Okay.
So long as they don't mess it up like we just did.
Yeah. Okay, Stress, this feels like a perfect place for death. if you ask me.
I think it's every place is a perfect place for death.
Yes. But, yeah, so we're going to rig a nether portal. That's the plan. I think this is probably the most used portal, right?
Yeah, this is the one
Yeah.
I use the most because
Me
it's
too.
the central one, right? Yeah.
And I've already started a little bit of riggage down here. We've just collected stuff for the trap. Now, the way the portals work is kind of tricky to explain. In a
So you
nutshell,
want to just
the
show it?
overworld portal that's closer to the nether portal is the one that the nether portal will use in the nether, I think.
Okay.
Okay, so let's give it a
Right.
test. We should come through into the correct portal in the nether hub. Yes.
Did you?
Okay, perfect.
Did you? Nice.
Yes, okay, so here's the test, Stress. If I come through here
I'm
and I
waiting.
end up in the below portal, the trap is ready and it's actually going to work properly. Let's have a look, please. Yes!
It works,
Yes!
and it works!
Okay, so this is so exciting. Okay, so now when a hermit uses this top portal, they won't even suspect a thing, right? They'll think they're
That
coming
is-
out
oh.
here, but
Yes.
actually they're going to come out below. And
Oh, that is amazing.
yeah, it works. Stress, you and I working on redstone it's painful. I'm glad it's all off camera, if I'm honest.
Oh my god, yeah. Me too.
Also, we've trapped ourselves in our own trap.
Only little. Yeah, we have. Yep, that we have.
Yeah. Feast your
Okay.
eyeballs on this.
Oh god. Oh no, that's evil.
I have collected
Oh.
a ridiculous amount of pufferfish, okay? So the plan is to fill these cavities on both sides of the portal with pufferfish.
Whoa.
And
Whoa.
pufferfish do insane damage, right? But here's the thing.
Yeah.
We have to kill the hermit twice because they're going to have a totem. Or some hermits might actually have two totems now, right? One in the offhand, one in the onhand. This is going to be the
That's
best way to
cheeky.
kill them 3 times, Stress, because they'll land in the pufferfish, die, respawn, die, respawn, die.
Wow, that sounds perfect.
Yes,
Okay, are we
yeah.
gonna die also by doing this?
probably. Also, we are
Yeah.
now trapped down here with a pufferfish, so...
You
This-
plonker.
Yeah.
So Ren, these pufferfish, yeah?
Yes.
We need to name them, don't we, so they don't despawn.
Yeah, I mean, look, pro redstoners, Stress. Look how good we are at this.
I know, we're amazing.
Yeah.
Not noobs at all, are we?
Oh, that reminds me, we actually need a name for the dead team also, and we did ask in the last episode also for names. I got a really cool
Yes.
name from the
Oh, go on.
viewers, okay? The
Yeah.
Greyskins was a suggestion, which I think is really
I
cool.
love that.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit like Game of Thrones-ish.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh,
Now check
I
it
love
out.
it.
If we name the pufferfish the Greyskins, the death message
Yeah.
will be XYZ was killed by the Greyskins, right?
I love it.
Yes.
Yes, it's perfect.
It's perfect. Stress, it's all gone very wrong.
Ren,
We were just about to test it, and we've both fallen into this.
I'm good now.
Okay.
What are you doing?
There's 8
Yeah, you-
pufferfish down there waiting to eat my soul. I'm good. Oh, we're such idiots.
Stress Monster 101, are you ready to give your soul to the dead?
I'm ready. I'm already dead though. But yes, I'm ready
Oh, yeah.
to die again.
I already have your soul.
We're ready to test it now, okay? So,
Okay.
you're going to be the guinea monster. Get into the
I'm
portal.
gonna be good.
right?
I'm in.
Excellent. Now, when you come back through, you're going to be the hermit, right? You're now the hermit that we're
Okay.
going to kill, the warm blood.
Are we ready then?
Yep.
Okay.
And, I'll try and get down here.
Doo. I'm in the pool.
Yep. Gonna go do some
Isn't
shopping.
this fun?
Chilling.
And I come through the top portal.
What? Oh, you know why? Stress.
You haven't lit the portal.
We haven't lit the portal. Can we just be alive again? I hate my life. I mean, my dead life.
Your dead life.
All right, Stress. Take 2. It's only us
Take two.
online, but we can't mess around like this for too long. If somebody logs on and sees us, we're in trouble, right?
Oh,
So-
I'm going through.
yeah, get yourself through the portal.
Doobie-doobie-doobie-doo.
Yeah, there you are. Oh,
I
you've fallen.
landed on the side.
You landed on the. You landed on the side.
Then there's design flaws.
No, there's not. Try get out. Try get out.
I can't get out.
Try your best to get out.
There's no way out.
Exactly.
There's no way out.
There's no way out.
There is actually no way out.
There's no
I'm
way
dying.
out. Yes.
There is actually no way out of this. You're actually stuffed. I died.
You were slayed by the greyskins.
Yes,
Excellent.
and it says something amazing.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That took way too long though. We've got 8 pufferfish down here. We're gonna have to push that up to like 16, I reckon. But it works.
Yep.
Yes.
It works. That's the main thing there. But yeah, definitely. Let's put more in.
Stressmonster, this is the final test of death.
I'm gonna give it a go. We've added more pufferfish. It should be very insta-kill right now. Coming through the portal. There we go. I'm just going by my merry way. I've fallen down.
There you
Oh, the
are.
trap doors. There's pufferfish everywhere. I'm dying. I'm panicking. I'm dead.
Oh, nice. That happened really good. Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
That was great.
Nice.
Killed by the greyskins. Amazing.
Oh, that
message
name
is
is
beautiful.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely
mean,
amazing.
That's it. Stress. We've done a great job. We just have to like do a bit of
did.
cleanup here, you know, because.
Oh, yeah. Make sure that nobody notices what's going on.
Exactly. I mean, it's kind of early
Yeah.
morning for you and me right now, but Hermits are going to start
Yeah.
logging on like now. So.
I know, yeah. So
we
we
need
have
to get this
this
rigged
done
up.
ASAP.
Yeah. But Hermits, beware. The Nether portal to iTrade is now.
A death trap. Yeah. Job well done, Stress.
Well, Cyberdogs, despite the fact it took Stress and I an entire morning to rig that Nether portal trap, I'm very pleased with how it's turned out, and I have no doubt that that thing is going to end the life of one of these warm bloods over here. Hold on, there is something we need to do here. R.I.P. Jevon, you are no longer alive, my dude. Get into my soul bag. But unfortunately, my fellow undead dudes, that's about all the time we have here for today's episode. Wow, what a week it has been on the server, man. We signed a soul for a soul contract with Doc. We set up a deadly freaking trap at Big Logs. We rigged a trap with Stress, and I have no doubt we're going to have a few new greyskins joining the ranks down here in the crypts. I'm going to spend the night here in Stress's crypt because, let's be honest, it's a lot warmer, it feels a lot safer, and, ooh, this is kind of cozy. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, you know what to do. Smack the like button for the greyskins, baby, and if you haven't subscribed yet,
Subscribing is definitely recommended, if you know what I'm saying.
thanks for watching, my dudes, and we will smell you all in the next episode. Stupid freaking cobweb.